Hello, good afternoon, everyone. A very warm welcome to each and every one of you. Here, I welcome you on our webinar on the topic that is building startups, MSME collaboration for $5 trillion dollar economy. We are thrilled to have you all here today. So, let us dive into the session. Before that, I would love to introduce our speaker for the day, that is Mayur Anwar sir. So he's a chartered accountant, DISA, DIRM, blockchain consultant, also the co-founder of Trustcaller, India's first blockchain powered platform to issue digital certificates and badges. Sir has the 22 years of experience into indirect taxation, GST consultancy, project financing, and startup setups. Interested in early stage startups and mentoring. He also acted as a trainer, mentor for engineer students, universities, trainer to the college faculties on subjects of startup and GST. He has delivered for more than 250 lectures on the topic comprising indirect taxes, startups, projects, setups. He is a he's founder secretary of CA branch Amravati, founder president of JCI Amravati Centurion, founder member of Amravati Management Association, working for entrepreneurship development in Maharashtra, body member of Skill Development Cell Amravati, member of Amravati Startup Incubation Cell, Amravati University, charter member of TIE Nagpur. He's enthusiastic person, more about infra projects across India and representing government for various social issues, tourism, infra development, and metro airport works. Apart from his professional achievements, in personal life he loves music, puzzles, and playing tennis. So let us start the webinar, sir. Over to you.
Thank you, madam. Thank you very much for the introduction and really making this foundation very well clear to. I'm excited, equally excited to share my thought on this unique concept of MSME startup collaboration. And so lucky that the initiative has been taken by our dynamic committee led by Chairman Dheeraj Khandelwal sir, Raj Chawla sir. MSME startup has done a great lot many good initiatives in last year in the ICAI perspective, taking number of sessions, seminars, and the big conferences which was held in the last month in Bangalore was awesome. So just to add it, I think given this opportunity, I share my thought on this collaborative concept where we can just think about how India can be part of. India is already leading economy with the proper a blend of or a collaboration approach by of MSME and startup. That's the reason actually I'm here today to share. Shall I start my presentation?
Sure, sir.
Okay.
Yes, I guess.
I'm audible.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. You're
Audible.
audible.
Okay. I will just switch off the video if the bandwidth is not there.
I guess there is some network issue. Sir is not able to connect.
Yeah, I know, sir. Sir left. You, sir?
Yes, sir.
Sir, is there any network issue?
I'm not facing the challenge, but let me.
Mm. Yeah, now it's perfect. Your video,
Okay.
your PPT is visible.
Okay. Thank you. Guys, let's start. So we have a very interesting topic of MSME startup collaboration, a pathway to India's $5 trillion economy. Now, what are the important aspects to be taken care to move for $5 trillion economy? Let's go through some statistic which we are already having right now with respect to the MSME. Our aim is definitely to achieve a 5 trillion GDP by 2025, driving economic growth. And everyone will agree that substantial portion of the GDP, roughly 29%, is being contributed by MSME and 50% to the exports, vital for the economic stability. And in this journey of achieving this growth, we have last 5 to 6 years, what we are seeing is a greater contribution coming from the startup ecosystem also. Startups have started fostering innovation, started giving good opportunity for employment, and which is very essential for dynamic economy. We cannot just rely on the one structure of MSME. So apart from agriculture MSME, the third very important role played by one of the segment is startup ecosystem. So we have agriculture economy, we have MSME, and now we have startup. Agriculture will play definitely its role in this economic transformation. Definitely number of things are coming in the agriculture where lot of reform, yield productivity, optimization, and various steps are taken by government and all the state government. Now, with respect to the industrialization and the economic front, what I see is if we have proper approach of a collaborative approach between MSME and startup, then things will substantially change for the India. MSME startup partnership gives lot many opportunities for the entrepreneurs, budding entrepreneurs, the startup founders, the old traditional, the stalwarts of the industry where they want to diversify to new sectors, to change the path for some new verticals. And there I can see a lot of opportunities possible in both these categories. And lastly, in achieving this, a broader objective, a chartered accountant have number of opportunities coming for their own benefit, because we will play as a catalyst role in really doing this collaborative effort in a successful way. So let's move forward. As everyone knows, MSME we are all aware of MSME is already playing their role in the economy. More than 63 million MSMEs are working. I'll get some statistical information. All MSMEs are playing across all the areas. In fact, manufacturing, service, agriculture, you just name the vertical, there is MSME. Be it healthcare, pharmaceutical, hardcore engineering, technology, agro-based industries, textile, fabric, pharmaceuticals, you just name it. Everywhere MSME is there. MSME is always will be there, and again it will be in future. So this is MSME, but what are the challenge for MSME? The challenge will give an opportunity to collaborate with partners, collaborate with startups. The challenges which the MSMEs are facing right now will give an opportunity to reach out to the startups. The challenges which the MSMEs right now facing will give a scope for startup to think beyond just a startup ecosystem and think in a collaborative effort as a in a say, integrated way. So few important challenges which we have seen in MSMEs are regulatory hurdles. Yes, compliance with the regulations poses significant challenge for MSME. Documents, compliances, ease of doing business. Then second foremost challenge for the MSME is technological challenges. Take an example, if I'm from agriculture belt, a cotton producing area in central India from Maharashtra, okay. We have lot many ginning pressing where cotton is being, cotton bales are manufactured from raw cotton, and through that cotton bales, cotton, We produce yarn, fabric, and later on ready-made garments. But there are various industries from which are just following their old technology for last many years, maybe 30, 40 years. The same technology, they are still continuing the same way. But this will not be possible in the near future because of the competitive global and world environment, where even a person can import easily from other countries. Now, India after GST definitely is a single economy, one country, one rate, one product. Okay. Earlier, there were some price issues, differentiation. A product which was charged to some tax rate in Maharashtra was not applicable, having the same tax rate in maybe Gujarat, West Bengal, Tamil Nadu. But this is not the scenario right now. So every product is classified in the same categorized in the same rate schedule across India. And last important is the financial barrier. Always MSME and SMEs face a challenge to raise funding. We all, as a chartered accountant, are aware of how challenging to raise funding for a MSME. We need to submit bank reports, project reports, some backed by proper collaterals, primary security, collateral securities, backed by owner's guarantee, personal guarantee. Even if a entrepreneur is interested in raising 10 lakhs to even 10 CR, the document, the compliance is very huge. It needs to be backed by proper security arrangement, which is not always possible. And I think as a financial advisor, we are very well aware of this challenge. A person, SME, MSME is having a good idea, but if he wants to raise a 10 CR funding for a innovative idea, the financial institution will ask first, what is the security you are having to take the risk back of the mind. Yes, of late there are some CGTMSE scheme up to 2 CR, PLI, some schemes are there where collateral free funding is available, but there is some limitation to even that. Okay. So these are the primarily broad areas where challenges are also to MSME, and that paves a way for the collaboration. Now let's understand similarly the startup ecosystem. Yes, we have crossed 1,25,000 plus startups in India. And I'm really surprised, just pre-COVID, the figure was below 50,000. So in a span of 4 years, we can see an addition of more than 80,000 startups in India, registered startups in India. Great. Startups are the digital innovation drivers. They bring technology, they explore technology, they leverage technology, they try to experiment, they do R&D. Who are the startup? Majority of the startup founders are in the age bracket of 20 to 30s. So they bring a lot of innovation because उनके लिए हारने के लिए कुछ है ही नहीं. They can very well do the experiment. और जब कभी हारने के लिए आपके पास कुछ होता नहीं है ना, तो आप ज्यादा रिस्क लेते हैं. It's so simple. So startup founders, they try to experiment because there's nothing to lose. करके देखते हैं. Let's experiment it. And out of this curiosity mindset, the mindset to take risk, mindset to do innovative things, mindset to collaborate with few other founders having like-minded thoughts. You can very well understand how the startup founders are coming. College friend, char college friends say having same thought, ideas, or vision. Maybe someone is expertise in technology, someone is having great marketing skills, someone knows the financial aspect. They will just try to collaborate, mix up the idea, present it, and try to build some pilot. होता क्या देखते हैं करते हैं. So it's something, a risk taking appetite is there in the startup. Now emerging technologies. Emerging technology, AI, I think is already there. Everyone is quite can resonate with AI. How AI has impacted our business life, personal life, तो है ही. Even all professional business lives are impacted. Everywhere AI is deeply coming into picture. But it's not only AI. There are AI. I'm into blockchain space. I know the importance of blockchain, which will be there. Web3, blockchain, IoT, machine learning. And see, in isolation, all these technologies are already so reformistic in future. understand if some blend is possible in this technology also, IoT and blockchain coming together, AI and blockchain coming together, AI and IoT with some more combinations of machine learning. Big solutions can be provided and will make the business or all social life, personal life, business execution, everything be much more simpler and better as compared to the present scenario. And the starters, what are doing? They have reframed the this is a rephrasing of the sectors which you are already into. भाई finance था नहीं था, finance तो था ही, financial market was already there, but now we have fintech, a tech company deploying technology in financial aspect. It's a fintech. We have edtech, so where technology is deployed to give some solution for educators, learner, or edtech startups, B2B solution. We have edtech. We have health tech, traditional health facilities everyone is aware of. But now we can see even in ambulance, there is a facility if patient is there and what are the problems he's facing, the directly through IoT and through some sensors and GPS, the doctor sitting in the hospital will come to know which treatment he needs to be provided, and immediately he can pass on the treatment and suggest through some network solution. So that is the technology. Now technology has been deployed in healthcare, agri-tech. Recently, number of drones are coming and playing the technology has been deployed in agriculture, where we used to see it's very traditional. No, the spraying of pesticides, chemicals have been started in many states through drones. So that is the beauty of this technology adoption. So every sector now tech is there. Health tech, logistic, fintech, deep tech, many. So this is the scenario of startups. Now let's come to importance of MSME startup collaboration. We already seen where we are right now, the importance of MSME, how the startup is playing a role, a pivotal role in the technology adoption in the Indian economy. So what is the synergy which we can see? The synergy is quite simple. Traditional MSME offers stability while startups bring innovation. A combination can be built with stability and innovation. We know that MSME are quite stable, but I think that 30-40 years before, the same MSME were startups in those times. They must have taken a lot of pain and experimentation, but what we see is that now uh, a seasoned business which we are seeing as of now in MSME. But no, they must have also taken some pain, experimentation in exploring new ideas. So for now, we call them MSME. So a proper combination of stability and innovation can happen. Job creation. Collaboration leads to significant job opportunities benefiting both the sectors and reducing unemployment. Startup has paved a way for job creator, not job seekers. In such high automation, high technology adoption, how we can expect that the industry will give more employment? In fact, there are various scenarios, many scenarios where the traditional process which were done by lot many manpower has been taken by machines. I just again share with an example of a ginning pressing unit. Ginning pressing means an activity where from a raw cotton seed and cotton is being taken in the processing. That is the ginning activity, and in pressing the raw cotton, the uh, cotton is being pressed in a bale format. But earlier, in a small unit of maybe a capital expenditure of 10 CR, 300 to 400 employees were deployed in a ginning pressing factory. It was 20 years before scenario, but now max to max 5 to 10 employees are deployed, and even just to monitor the operation, not in the hardcore manufacturing process. So in this scenario, when already MSMEs have started adopting technology in their own way, startups is really giving an opportunity to the young founders and entrepreneurs to become a job creator and even give some opportunities to job seekers through employment. Joint effort enhances productivity, driving efficiencies that benefit the overall economy. We are very well aware of that many of the time the traditionally the ways the business is being carried out, lot of inefficiencies are there, but we are not able to identify those inefficiencies, and the productivity and yield is not up to that mark. But when technology can be added, I can see an example of one of the startup. They have deployed a CCTV camera in a factory to count the gunny bags automatically and give the statistic report to the account manager sitting in the office, that how many gunny bags are calculated and the statistical information. No person, otherwise 10 people were deployed to just counting of the gunny bags. So it increases the productivity with smart solution and more yield of the factory. Enhance competitiveness. Partnership foster competitiveness, enabling firms to adapt and thrive in a global market. We always complain that China has provided so and so lot many infrastructure facilities, but suppose everything is at par, all the infrastructure facilities at par, the skill is also there. We both both the countries having the same skill, technology. So what is required then? A proper blend of stability and the technology. Collaboration effort by of MSME and startup can enhance competitiveness for all the Indian manufacturers, traders, and entrepreneurs to play an important role in this global economy. So, some tips I would like to share with how we can how this collaboration can be practically implemented in, in startups. Startups need funding, and old businesses needs innovative products to compete in the market. So this is something a very simple give and take relationship. आपको क्या चाहिए? Okay. Startup, many times they are short of funds. They have the idea, they have the creative mindset, they have the technology, they have the vision, but funding is not available. And old businesses, houses, family business ventures, they need innovative product solutions where they can just diversify themselves, or they can create a new line or vertical in the existing product portfolio. So this can be explored, a mutual beneficial, and it should be always mutual beneficial. एक तरफा मोहब्बत कभी काम में नहीं आएगी. It's always a mutual beneficial proposal should be there. Network with co-founders directly. The good part of startup is always the decision maker of MSME can directly connect with the co-founders, the founders of the startups. So it's a founder talk. The decision maker can easily reach out. We know that startup founders can be very well fast. It's not, I cannot just reach out to, it's always difficult to reach out big MSME. Take an example, I cannot reach out easily to L&T, Adani, Ambani, or Wipro, Infosys. But it's sometimes easy to reach out to a startup founder because they are always active in the ecosystem. They are available on social media. We can connect them. They respond very well because they are those guys who are just come out of this business. I don't want to undermine the value or respect for startup founders. Okay, it doesn't mean that way. They have equal credibility in the market. Okay, they have built that credibility. But yes, we can at least easily reach out to them, and they are always ready to hear us and learn something new from us. Now, this is something very interesting. Startups needs local players to expand their reach. See, startup have the idea. I have a great idea now. I'm already working in education vertical where I'm working with digital credential. Just sharing my own example. I don't want to showcase my solution, but here I'm just selling. But suppose I want to reach out selling the product in Tamil Nadu. I have limited bandwidth, resource, funds, everything. So what I will do? I will try to collaborate someone in the Tamil Nadu region and who can be a business partner of mine, and where we can expand more fast. So startups need local player. Startups have ideas, but market, or to expand their reach, they need some hands, they need extended arms. And here MSME can play a very good role to by becoming the extended arms of startup. They can be extended founders of startup by bringing new market to them, by making available their solution to a local market. One of my startup founder where I was associated as an angel investor, I just like to share his journey. He's already doing some agriculture stuff. Um, they are from Bangalore. So what I did, I just figure out the founder meeting with one of the local manufacturer to explore some new areas for manufacturing. And he was very happy that I got a new idea where I can explore something new for my product range and expand business as well. A common myth which I see, that all startups are tech based. No, this is not the case. Yes, startups deploy technology, but root will be always the product or the service. It's not always that all startups are in the software category or only selling technology. There is really a product also. We have startups recently. I've seen one startup coming and they're selling groundnut, cold pressed groundnut oil. होता है ना, दाना मूंगफली तेल, जिसे हम सिंपल परिभाषा में कहते हैं. They're selling from Mumbai, but they're manufacturing. They don't have manufacturing plants. But what they did, they have collaborated with some other MSME to manufacture for them. But they have good process, formulations, and the formulation process and the technology to how to manufacture that oil has been given by startup. And the manufacturing unit led by MSME is following those guidelines given by startup founder. Even though the manufacturing unit was already into the sector for last 40 years, still they thought that yes, the startup founders are coming in a very interesting, innovative way to manufacture the same thing which they used to manufacture, giving better product, better yield, and better output at a lower cost. So all startups are not tech based. Yes, technology is adopted for in every startup venture. Technology to some extent is adopted for more yield, for productivity, for bringing better solution, for scalability, for cost optimization. Okay, we have seen recently architectures, contractors have started using application apps where they just monitor all their inventory in the app. So some application created by techies now used by contractor to supervise or monitor their projects, big projects, construction projects. So it's simple combo. A product created by some techies now used by contractor. Better pricing due affiliate model. Yes. Through startups, it's affiliate model. It's collaborate model. Everyone wants to see, rather than expending lot many a good amount of bringing the shops and the showroom, the startups, what they do, they try to create this, they try to use the same infrastructure for their solution. We have suppose one showroom or retail outlet in my own city, and there is a startup coming in Chandigarh, and if they want to build a showroom or an outlet in my city, they will be required a 1 crore capital just to start one locations store in my city. So what they will do, they will try to create a collaboration model with an existing owner of my city through some affiliation partnership on revenue sharing basis. Maybe he will share more revenue to the MSME or the local trader. But advantage is they can save a good amount of money in capex. A light model, asset light model. And this is an affiliation. So rather than risking and investing a good amount in just capital expansion, it's the affiliation model which always easy to explore, experiment, and even sometimes close it if it is not going to be successful. Yeah, and here I see a very interesting thing. Don't carry away with the notion that we have seen many of the startups are not transparent, but this is not the case. There may be 1-2% of the startups who may have not given a proper disclosure or transparency in their performance, but actually what I see is more transparency in startups. They need to give regular review reports to their investor on a monthly basis, MIS, due diligence, compliances. Many investors are asking. See, in a traditional MSME and the proprietary or partnership model, where the owner knows where the money is going and coming, he is the final decision maker. He is not accountable, is not answerable to anyone. He can take the decision as per his, uh, you can say, wish. But this is not in startups. Startups many times because of fundraising through angel investor, VC, micro VC, family offices are equally accountable. They need to give regular quarterly review to them, feedback, even the mentor, advisor, lot of board members are there who apart from the founder. In fact, I see many times founder of the startups are literally like a manager. They are doing the work for some other people diligently. So I see a great transparency in the startups and which should be appreciated by MSME. MSME like this thing. So MSME which is not that much transparent, not with respect to accounting transparency I'm speaking here. Here the transparency literally, here the transparency per se is with respect to the transaction, the business. Okay. So startups are more transparent. So this combination of coming into or collaborating with MSAB will definitely give a, a proper or a faith or trust in the ecosystem or all the stakeholders where more transparency will be coming into the economy for business and for the expansion of business. Yes, business gets visibility. Many of the startup MSME you can see are doing great work in our own regions, but no advertising, no marketing. हमारे 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 एरिया का शेयर है, हम ऐसा कह सकते हैं. Yes, no one is aware of. Suppose a good, fantastic, great manufacturer is doing a turnover of 50 CR, 100 CR. Who is knowing that venture? Is just everyone knows him in my nearby areas of proximity, but not an entrepreneur or someone, owner or business people from Chandigarh, Haryana, Assam, Guwahati, Tamil Nadu. No, not possible. But what I see is startups are fast, are visible very fast to across because of the digital media, the promotion. Why it's happening? Because of the network effect. Startups are well connected with investors, founders, advisors, mentors, family office. Because someone, now you are not a single founder. You have backup of many investors. So they are our messengers. They are our brand ambassadors. They equally promote our ideas in their respective zone, region, and the community. I have one of the great investor I find who has invested in my venture. He keeps talking about my venture in such a fantastic way because and it helps me to get more lead from customers where even I could not communicate or connect with the customer, potential customer. Yes, there is a potential customer, but the investor is helping me to connect with the customers or at least fix a meeting. So that is the visibility possible because of this network effect. And if suppose the startup is enjoying that visibility, just understand the same benefit which they can pass on to the MSMEs, which right now the MSMEs are missing because of the low profile nature of working. है ना, बंद मुट्ठी, टिपिकली ऑल ट्रेडिशनल बनियाज जो हम कहते हैं व्यापारी लोग, यार तो माइंडसेट यार अपने तक रखना है, ज्यादा शेयर नहीं करना है, सीक्रेट्स बिजनेस. बट दिस इज नॉट द सिनेरियो राइट नाउ. There are, in fact, no secret. There are open secret. There are many business which everyone knows how to do it. How smart you are doing, that is the difference which will bring into the pricing and the delivery. Swiggy, Zomato, both are equal. We know it. But someone is purchasing from Swiggy and someone is purchasing from Zomato. And someone having more profit and someone is having less market capitalization. I don't want to go deep into this all nitty-gritty of functioning, but yes, Just yesterday, I was doing I was seeing in a social media comparative chart of Bajaj Auto and Hero Honda. Both are manufacturing vehicles. Okay. But Bajaj Auto with even less manufacturing of vehicles having a greater profit margin. So that is a business. That is a skill. What is the uh, so this different things, how smartly you do the business in this different way. Some are doing on volume based and some are doing on the cost basis analysis. So
Sir,
in the end, yeah.
sorry to interrupt you, but I have few questions to ask on
Please,
behalf
please.
of the
Sorry.
participant.
I started on one-way communication. Like, happy.
Yeah. Yeah, so my first question would be how MSMEs are driving India's $5 trillion ascent in shifting economic landscape.
See, MSMEs are already doing, in fact. And what I can say is that MSME have started collaborating with startups now. Okay. So they know their limitations. We know the MSMEs have little bit started working in more startup style, lean management, technology adoption. We have SME IPO coming into picture. What is this? It's something a fundraising for the SME which was not earlier. What we have a traditionally a listed company and a startup. Startups they were finding quite easy to raise the fund. The listed companies have already raised the fund. So where is the SME? Where will the SME go? Now SMEs have started raising funds through IPO, equity, private equity. So things have started moving in a favorable direction for MSME also. So they are moving, they have started adopting technology. They have started exploring different verticals. They have started exploring diverse product range. They are expanding their geographies through collaborations, through reach, through technology. Still now, India is predominantly the five out of this 3 trillion. We know that majority is contributed by MSME. But now going forward from 3 to 5, it will not be the easy journey. And that too, our aspirations are so high that we want to achieve it very fast. We want to become third largest economy of the world.
Yes.
So to achieve that, definitely India will be there. But to achieve that, we need that collaboration. And what I stated in this slide is very important. See, this is not a slide of startup. Startup can help business indirectly. Startups can help MSME to automate their machine, process, innovation, autonomous productivity, and improvement. So where the MSMEs are looking for the change. The change is in all these aspects. So if all these aspects are taken
Yes, sir.
care through proper collaboration, MSME will play always a father role. Okay. But given given a proper support or a combination or a collaboration, I think we won't miss the target. Again, we won't miss the brain drain happening in India. Our talent will not go out of India. Even that collaboration is equally important to avoid the brain drain. See, this given the startup founder a good opportunity to explore, to adopt, to think, to take the risk of their ideas. And MSME, if they are supporting those ideas, what the founders will think? Okay, someone is with me, someone is helping me, someone is with me to take the risk. Now, to contribute. Business should adopt. What are the steps that business should adopt? Sorry.
I guess your voice is breaking, or your screen is
Hello,
also.
I'm able now.
Yes, yes, sir. But your screen is freezed.
I'm
Yes, 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 it's fine.
yes.
Fine, sir, fine.
So what are the strategies that businesses should adopt? Yeah, okay. So what are strategies that businesses should adopt? It's collaboration, lean agile. All the MSME should See, we all, everyone aware of many of the old MSMEs have not proper deployment of resources, and many of the time resources are being wasted. But startups give an idea of how the lean method of executing a project is needs to be done. So that can be learned from the startups. Stay asset light. A big vendor may not always to expand needs. We have the Uber concept. They are doing all the taxi services without owning a single car. So asset light model. Okay, but the valuation is exorbitant. So now industry have learned that it's not always a capex related investment that will make a valuation or something to take care look into the business. Even staying asset light always also a recommended concept where one can save a good amount of money in deployment of the capex capital as well as save the resources. And if something is not happening in a way expected by the founder, things can be closed down easily and fast. You must have seen the big bazaar business. It's already last 10 years we have not seen, even though the business was closed, but the ventures are not closed. All old ghost houses are still appearing in many cities in the name of big bazaar, isn't it? But it was not asset light.
Sir,
Digital marketing,
we understand that collaboration is a
yeah,
key to innovating the startups, but investors have a question like why to collaborate with startups and why not to the established organizations?
see, or established organization here is MSME. Okay, MSME is already there working. See, two MSME coming into picture and collaborating, that also is possible, and it's already happening in India. Okay, what we are discussing a new thing. If something of MSME can think of collaborating with startups in their own domain, they can bring more value to the ecosystem. They can bring more value to the all the stakeholders in the vertical. There is a agriculture, chemical or pesticide or whatever the chemical distributor. If suppose drone manufacturers wants to collaborate with them, that's very possible. Okay. Have you seen recently one of the construction company, they are doing some tunneling work in one hilly region. Okay. Just yesterday their video pop up where they moved the goods from one side to another side through drone. And for just moving those items from one side to another side, the time saved was 4 hours. So just understand the value. It is possible to create simple collaboration. It's not rocket science. Movement of goods from one side to another side, but faster execution of project, saving the resources,
Saving
reducing the
time.
operational cost, and more
Right.
benefit to them. So here what we are just
Definitely.
exploring the possibilities of collaborations where old businesses need to think out of box thinking need to be done. Digital marketing. Now coming to this slide. Why digital marketing? Everyone is now aware of, but who is doing more? Startups are doing more. The traditional houses are not doing to that much extent. Isn't that just old houses are not doing great business? Yes, they are equally doing great businesses. They have great product solutions, services, but they are not in a position to or not marketing properly because of non-availability of resources, not having a proper knowledge of how to do this all sort of activities. And many of the times the entrepreneurs, old lalas are seeing that this is a big problem to digitally do the digital marketing. They have some great apprehension about digital marketing. And the startup founder, they will start with digital marketing first. And rather than they build the product journey. So we can have proper collaboration here too. So these are some of the areas actually where I was telling where MSME and startup can think of collaborative approach. But apart from this, actually, with respect to some financial arrangement, to have proper execution model coming into picture, I see three important types of collaboration, like equity partnership, where definitely MSME can invest in startups rather than angel investor investing or VCs investing. why can't an existing MSME become an investor in startup so that they have a collaborative approach of reaching out to their common goals? Second, strategic alliances. It is not required that all the product needs to have combination or collaboration. Only for specific purpose we can collaborate together. If something goes in a favorable way, we can explore 4 more areas. That is a strategic alliance. If the MSME or a service provider or producer is not having a technology uh, or to support their idea, they can just collaborate with the startup founders for specific approach and goals, and that can be done. Joint venture. There are many projects which startups bring to notice to their MSME. Startups can think the founder they have the vision कि such idea solution can be uh, given to the appropriate authorities or some consumers, and where they are feeling short of resource, capital, manufacturing facility, XYZ. So they can reach out to MSME. See, it's not only the MSME which needs the support of startup. Sorry, if I misled it. It's equally startup needs MSME support. They don't have the they equally want to expand the product. Hello. Hello.
You're audible, sir.
Hope my screen is visible. Okay,
Yeah,
sorry.
visible, sir.
So,
It's visible.
Yes, yes.
okay, sorry. So, equally, startups are looking for collaboration. Why? They are short of fund. They want stability. They want manufacturing facility. A startup recently, I've seen a startup doing spices manufacturing, but they didn't have any manufacturing facility. The product formulation was good. So what they did, they collaborated a manufacturer unit to do the manufacturing activity for them. So indirectly, it saved their 10 crore capital of investing in a factory. And they got a collaboration and they have started immediately selling the product in the next 2 months. Otherwise, it could not happen for at least 1 more year. So that is also possible to reach out to MSP. And all what I see is a great learning and entrepreneurship experience which MSME founders or the promoters is having. भाई इतने सालों का जो अनुभव है, सफेद बाल जो उन्होंने किए होंगे, उसका भी तो एडवांटेज स्टार्टअप फाउंडर्स को मिलेगा. Because it's not easy to understand the market, because sometimes startup founders come with the crazy ideas, but actually execution and implementation is not that easy at ground level. And the people who have worked in the industry for so many years, they know the real taste of the business, the experiences, the learning, the highs and lows of the what they already absorb lot many losses, ups and downs in the business. So even their experience will be, if she startups, they can really save a good amount of resource, money, and time rather than just losing those things in the gray area. So I think this has already been discussed by me that technology adoption is always a challenge. So where we can see a great collaboration possible, market expansion is always a need for both the sector. Even MSME needs expansion and even the startup needs expansion. But startup have more challenge for expansion because of limited resources of network building. And through this, just see the yesterday news, Ola founder Bhavish Agrawal, what he says, now my vehicle can be sold at even a retail outlet. Can we imagine earlier that Ola can be sold in a Kirana shop like any product? So this is possible, he is saying. Otherwise, we used to see earlier that for any vehicle, two-wheeler or four-wheeler, we need a proper showroom-like structure to sell the product. We have showroom for Maruti, Kia, Hyundai, Hero Honda, Activa. We know everyone. But We are not envisaged that even the two-wheeler can be sold just like a product, like a refrigerator, like a washing machine. This is a two-wheeler. You take it at home. So this is a new concept. So this is market expansion needs. Financial constraints. Both the parties have financial constraint. Yes, startup have more financial constraint, but just hope you will agree with me. Startup fundraising is just done in 15 to 20 slides of PPT, and the investor is getting convinced in 10 minutes whether to invest or not. But a MSME has to write a project report of 50 to 100 pages, now need to submit to bank with proper backup of collateral and lot many things. And there the scenario is different. So in one scenario, even in 10 slides, you are able to convince an investor to invest. And in another scenario, even after writing 100 pages, the financial institution is not convinced to whether to invest or to give some debt. Even that is not equity, it is just debt. It is an interest bearing debt. So you can understand scenarios are not same for both the uh, sector. So a good thing can happen if there is a collaboration approach. So both the parties can solve their approach. So not even raising equity is always recommended. So many times a good startup founder have, uh, have lost their a good amount of equity in just raising fund, and after some time they doesn't have any say in the company also. कि आखिर में कुछ बचता ही नहीं है भाई 5 से 10% बचा है फाउंडर के पास स्टार्टअप फाउंडर if they grow they reach out to a great level. So even that is quite riskier for startup founders. So debt is also good. A proper blend is required of debt and equity where automatically through this combination can be done. So some more points. So how startups benefit MSME? Innovation and technology integration, optimizing business process, opening new revenue streams. I think I already spoken or at length on all these aspects. Innovation technology integration, yes, always. Business processes can be redefined through technology adoption and can be passed on to the MSME and opening new revenue streams. A MSME must be selling the product in the old fashion, and she may not be aware of some other verticals which can be explored in the same business. Some more product can be explored. Yes, here the startups out of their innovative ideas can bring out more solution to the MSME, and they can do some diversification also. This again, it's not that only MSMEs are looking for startup support. Equally is the startups which are and many times are looking for the great support collaboration of MSME for established market presence, because MSME have built a network over the years. They have built a distribution channel, uh, network, business network, customer base, existing customer base. So selling a new product to an existing customer will not be that challenging for even a MSME. What they need to just use more information of a new product if recommended by startup, and they can just bring that product as a one of the portfolio item to the customer. So established market presence bring great amount of advantage to the startups as well as existing MSME. Infrastructure knowledge sharing, building infrastructure is always a challenge. Network building. See, if I want to launch a product in US right now, the marketing budget of launching itself is 1 CR to 2 CR. Forget about selling the product. The first overall budget is $10 million. So roughly 1 CR is the project. So that is the budget allocation we need to do. And suppose 10, the same market has already been built by a MSME or some seasoned entrepreneur. So they can leverage that network, business, infrastructure, geographies with the startup. How MSME benefits startups? Same, access to distribution network, faster scalability opportunities, financial stability through partnership. And here I see financial stability is something very much interesting. See, if we go through why 90%, 90 3% startups fail in India. And out of this 93% which startup fail, more than 25% or rather than 30% startup fail because of lack of funding. So lack of funding, financial support is one of the very important aspect in the failure. So distribution network, product market fit, हमने ऐसा कुछ प्रोडक्ट बनाया है जो मार्केट में कोई खरीदने को ही तैयार नहीं है. Out of our love and affection of the curiosity, we have built a product, but there is no one to buy the product. It many times happens in startup journey. Founder builds something out of their interest, excitement, curiosity, but there is no one, or rather the scalability is missing in the product journey. So financial stability through partnership, faster scalability opportunities, and access to distribution network are some of the reasons why startups fail. And here MSME can play a very important role to partner with startups to support them and avoid the failure and leverage their existing infrastructure resources in a best way. Government support for MSME? Yes, governments have lot many initiative now for MSME. You were asking why MSME. MSME is now government has moved a great many of the schemes, planning, supporting, subsidies, plan, PLI schemes, capital contribution, women-led entrepreneur schemes, subsidies, internship subsidies. There are many various schemes are available for MSME. Equally for startups. We have startup for a startup income tax exemption for 3 years out of 10 years. Stamp duty exemption for various purposes. There are various exemptions given to startup at the time of bidding, entrepreneur or tendering purposes. Research and development cost is also saved many times for startups because of integration and other facilities available through various incubation houses. And above all, the way India is now moving for Make in India campaign. And one of the great example in this Make in India campaign is defense. Okay, everyone has, you must have seen the movie Uri Surgical, where a student was developed that drone. Okay, and that was used in the during the course of strike. But now this is happening, really happening. India has now started building all their defense requirement or moving the import, shifting the import or curtailing the import which were happening in defense. And it is expected that maybe next 5 years, in fact, more than 60-70% of the defense import will be discontinued and everything will be manufactured in India. It is a big news for us. See the quantum, see the 2 lakh, 3 lakh, 4 lakh crore of money will be just spent in India for building the solution product requirement of defense through startup and MSME. So Make in India campaign is indirectly is something a vision for any by any government, state government, but to fulfill that objective, still there are various sectors. I think you will agree with me. There are many sectors like healthcare. We are still dependent on imports, heavy imports from US, Germany, Japan. Engineering goods. Okay, we have not yet achieved that fully indigenization in this many sectors of heavy engineering, healthcare. Everything is being manufactured out of India, and good amount of money is being repatriated out of India in US dollar. So that's an opportunity for India. India is already most populated country. Now we have the market, and that too a young market, youth market, which is active, which is an aspirational, which is excited to expend more money on their lifestyle, living, upbringing, modern thinking, or something improvement of the life, food. So it's indirectly bringing a lot of opportunity for the MSME and startup. So Startup India initiative through seed fund, through incubation, through various government scheme, already there are possibilities. We have fundraising possibilities, lot of given. MSME ministry is already doing lot many facilities to various now sector specific events cluster have started building in India, and that is a great initiative taken by government, where now as a startup founder or MSME owner, see, I am here just first of all telling the startup founder, MSME founder. You may have the question that why, as a chartered accountant, we need to understand this thing. See, as a chartered accountant, we need to understand the ecosystem first. Then only we can start about our opportunities. I will be coming to that opportunities later, unless until we understand for where the ecosystem is right now. What are the possible areas where we see the more benefits coming into the picture? Yes, but one cannot rule out the challenges. Cultural misalignment. Yes. Many times, startup founders and MSME owners, they found a great cultural misalignment. Difference in work culture can hinder collaboration efforts, leading to misunderstanding. Patience, collaboration, the like-minded, the approach. We have now Narayan Murthy ji telling that 70 hours should be worked by all the people in a week time, and we have some other founders, they are happy with even 30 hours working culture. So there is a lot of misalignment in the ecosystem. We have something traditional way of thinking as well as very modern way of thinking of doing work. Flexible timing, work from home. So there is a cultural misalignment, and we need to figure out very properly. I think it's respect to everyone. We need to follow that respect. Give respect to the seniors, to the traditional business houses, how they have worked in those scenarios, those circumstances. And the seniors and experienced need to explore new things, experiment new things as suggested, recommended by the startup founders. So that proper दोस्ती कहते हैं ना हम लोग, दोस्ती हो के आप उसको सही तरह से अगर निभाने की कोशिश करेंगे कुछ समय तक, आई थिंक दैट विल गिव अ मोर result rather than just disagreement at the first instance itself. Second is the regulatory hurdle, but I think lot of regulatory hurdles were there earlier, but recently lot have been sorted out through proper funding opportunities. Like startup, we always recommend that it should be always a private limited company. But in MSME, we have the proprietor, partnership, LLP, private limited, trust, society, many ways of functioning. So there are some regulatory technical hurdles already there. But slowly things have been sorted out. Now MSME can be part of the investment cap table in the startups through some investment model. There is some angel tax benefit to the startups. So people, there are many government benefits given to the angel investor by way of investing in startups and saving their tax liabilities and capital gain. So regulatory hurdles have been there, but have been also started sorted out. So tech compliances, and I think where the regulatory hurdles will be there, chartered accountants or legal advisor like us are always available to sort out, and we can help them in a proper way. Limited digital literacy. Yes, MSME startups don't have that much updation on the technology side, so they are not aware of this is the shortcoming of many times the collaboration. They feel that many times the startups are talking in such a way that they're not able to figure it out whether it will be doable, workable, or something can be done on that side. So it's an upgradation required for the MSME founders as well as the startup need to be have more localized practical knowledge which the founders of MSME is having. Many times I have seen that startup founders are out of just college project as a curiosity. They think that everything is sellable and scalable in the world. Everything is, we can just sell the product which we think. That's not possible. So practically experience and exposure they are missing. So these are some challenges which SME and MSME collaboration can have in between. But yes, challenges will be always there. We need to figure it out. Now let's come to the last and the most important aspect of this today's presentation, which for which every chartered accountant will be. These are not only just three items. This is something a bigger perspective. Take an example. First of all, what a chartered accountant can play a role. See, for any business idea, understanding, we are the first person where a owner asks for a help, for assistance, support, guidance. So let's take a more interest in understanding the business of the owner, the founder. Let's take more interest in understanding the concept. We need to give more value-added services. We cannot be just become a fault finder, और हम लोग से postmortem नहीं कर सकते. Okay, we need to figure out as a in advance what suggestions which we can give to our clients and where we can contribute in a much better way. If as a chartered accountant, if we are able to figure out two business houses, one from startup, one from MSME, and we think that this they can make a best collaboration, think of value additions you are doing for your client. You are giving him an opportunity to do more business, more profit, and then you can definitely charge for your services, professional services, the time spent for you, for a number of reasons. And once you figured out this thing, there are automatically all the compliance aspect will come into picture. Drafting, arrangement, legal drafting, NDA, shareholder agreement, infusion of funds, compliances with respect to the legal laws, GST, income tax, corporate law, ROC, everything. Who will be taking care? Definitely charge. But that should not be the first objective. First objective should be to bring some opportunity for the client. I think that should be the my thinking. Try to bring some, identify some opportunity. And if we are able to figure out some opportunity for startup as well as MSME, you are a long-term partner for them. You are a friend, philosopher, guide, we always say, for your clients. Okay, because bringing business, no one will forget a chartered accountant. Identify and for the growth purpose. I'm audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, say structuring collaboration agreement. So, a chartered accountant just not only can fit a role of identifying the two parties, but he can structure proper financial arrangement also. What should be the pricing, the terms of arrangement, the revenue model, the business model, the pricing terminology, the costing aspect, the selling price. So there are automatically ancillary benefits coming to the chartered accountant where he or she can play a good role in this collaboration. While fulfilling these things, second is the regulatory tax compliances. All compliances which MSME or SME or startup needs to do, you can definitely play a role. We know just bringing two parties doesn't serve the purpose. A lot of things need to be done on the compliance side. Due diligence, advisory, fundraising, NDA, drafting, paperwork, reconciliations, invoice raising. There are many activities. Lastly, financial and business advisors. When you play this two important role, automatically you become a long-term partner of this your venture. You become a mentor. You can play a role of mentor, advisors for them. Okay. Critical financial insights you can strategize for expansion purpose. Forecast, budgeting, investor, SHA shareholder agreement, investment, finding the right investors for them, identifying angel investor, VC, fund, capital raising. So there are so many areas where as a chartered accountant, we can play. Even I have seen many chartered accountants have started contributing in product manufacturing services because of their fantastic knowledge. I really appreciate the way our institute has helped a CA in their overall journey by way of gaining so much knowledge of various industry. We are lucky, in fact. So out of this in auditing work, of working with chartered accountants, even during the course of articleship itself, our chartered accountant during the at the time of clearing CA final, they're already abreast with so many things of a business house. Otherwise, it's not happening in other areas. अगर इंजीनियरिंग है तो मैकेनिकल इंजीनियर है तो अपने सेक्टर का जानेगा. A chartered accountant during the course of article, he knows audit doing of hospital, manufacturer, trader, consultancy, listed company. Happy indirectly, it helps us to understand the business in a much more better way. So I have seen many startup have started. Why many startup see chartered accountant have started entering into entrepreneurship because of this unique opportunity which our institute has already given to CS during the course of learning. Automatically, we have built our business mindset. So parallelly helping MSME and startup in collaboration, a chartered accountant can really found his own way also in entrepreneurship. That is an extended opportunity. Like I'm a founder of a blockchain startup. Okay. I just started attending few lectures on blockchain technology in way back in 2019, pre-COVID. And out of this curiosity, I thought that is this fantastic technology where I should explore more things. And you'll be surprised, many chartered accountants helped me in this journey to build this solution product to do something. And that is the story for me as of now. So CA opportunities are many more, lot of opportunities. See, in all these things, everywhere a chartered accountant can play a fantastic role of compliance, advisory, assistance, valuation, fundraising, guidance, pricing, expansion, marketing, and for his own purpose also. So I think here I should stop. I tried to cover all the aspect related to the MSME, startups, and the opportunities which is bringing for chartered accountancy. Uh, and the session and the forum is open. Madam, you can just take the conversation from here. I don't want to take this one way communication. वो होते हैं ना, मन की बात तो मैंने कह दी सभी से यहाँ पर जो मेरे पास था. But as a, I think many chartered accounts have started busy maybe in their tax audit and the auditing in the month of September. But during the course of this auditing and the tax audit compliance, if we can figure out something value-added services for our clients, where we as the chartered accountant can help them to bring more opportunity for more business. And there I think that a chartered accountant can make a better place for himself in the mind of his client and the customers. Thank you.
So, thank you so much, sir, for the information session. I have few questions to ask from you, if you could please answer those.
Yeah, please,
So,
please.
first of all, what is the biggest challenge for startup?
See, we have some reasons for startup failure. Okay. There are 8 top reasons for startup failure. So those are the challenges for startups. Okay. Like I said that 92-93% startups fail. But what are the top reasons of the startup failure? First is lack of funding. Okay, they may find initial funding or bootstrapping from family friend, but for scalability purpose, fund is missing, and regular funding is required to just experiment, explore the opportunity. Product market fit is the second biggest reason. People build a solution product, but they are not envisaged that whether it is really scalable in the long run. कोई है इसको जो बहुत लंबे समय तक खरीदना चाहता है, या ये प्रोडक्ट बिकते जाएगा, या उसका एक डेडलॉक है, ये इतना ही बिक सकता है मार्केट. That market is not expanding. Whether the customer is ready to pay a price for it. Okay, I have built an innovative chair and the chair is costing 50,000 rupees. Whether really the customer is excited to pay 50,000 rupees for that interesting technology based chair. That is the product market fit adoption needs to be taken in. Then there are some other reasons also: founder disagreement, founder conflict, a startup, two founders. और होता है ना यंगस्टर्स में जुनून होता है, जोश होता है, वो डिसएग्रीमेंट, वो एक सीनियर लोगों में आप देखिए, दे आर मोर मैच्योर समटाइम टू टेक अप्रोप्रिएट डिसीजन. They have that patience of understanding. They will take understand the situation. So that sometimes leads to disagreement between founders. That is also many times reasons for failure. They may have a good idea, but exploring, expanding, or bringing all the expertise on the same table, same page, it's always a challenging for many of the start. So these are the manufacturing facilities nahi hai. Okay, they have idea, but manufacturing facilities nahi hai, support nahi hai. Expansion, market expansion, they don't have the market expansion available with them. Sometimes a founder is missing the tech guy. A solo
Yes.
founder is missing. A solo founder cannot run the business. In startup, we said that at least you should have 2, 3 people, like-minded people, so that you can take care of. See, earlier family houses were working. Dada, Pitaji, Betaji, chal raha hai. They have some structure, SOPs laid down. But this is not the situation in startups. So startups and
Lack of maturance and yes.
their
Mute, sir.
technology. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you continue. You first finish your.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
You
sir, you're
just
audible.
finish, sir, first. Then I asked one question, which one of the person personally asked
Yeah,
me
yeah. So
yesterday
yeah,
in the event. Sir, your video has been stuck.
या बोलिए सर, आपका सवाल करिए.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir, you are
Whether
audible.
I'm audible now?
But your voice is breaking.
Okay, I'm audible now?
Yes, sir. Now you're audible.
Okay. Please, sir, what is your question?
No, sir, I'm just asking you to first your finish your answer. Then I will ask.
Okay, see, my last contention was that, see, and the last important challenge is the government policy sometimes. Okay. Some technology hurdles will come into picture, something which is not recommended, or see, there are some application game app solution service built by the startup founders, and suddenly one fine day government may decide this is not recommended, this is not approved in India. So these are policy technological hurdles. Even because of this, some startups fail in between. See, these are few of the prominent reasons where startup fail. Okay. Yes. Any other query, you please go ahead.
Sir, the question the person who asked me yesterday event in that he wants to start the food business.
Okay.
So he asking that sir उसमें problem क्या आती है there is a for a cook and what is the failure of the startup in the food baking business? You just want to know that reasons in that.
Which food actually?
Normally, just like a restaurant, if he wants to open a such kind of restaurant.
There are many food restaurant or hotel sector is not a single distribution channel. See, we have Swiggy, Zomato, they are working as a distribution channel. Okay. Now there are actual food outlets. Food outlet अगर आपका है तो आपका unique solution है क्या? See, uniqueness has to be there, na. If something you are bringing a South Indian restaurant and there are 50 other South Indian restaurant. So what's unique in this your South Indian restaurant? Okay, and
Okay.
there is a one hotel chain in uh,
Mhm.
where I think I tell you the city also in Mumbai. Okay, in Mumbai there is a South Indian chain Idle. So Idle indirectly implies it is the South Indian chain where Idli at least will be there. Okay, so उनका positioning कैसे कर दिया उसने इडली से कर दिया. So something uniqueness you need to bring out, and you will be surprised there are more than 20 different types of idlis provided by that outlet. So
Yeah, that's
normally,
the main reason, sir. There is a lot of challenge in the food. So many competitors going.
so that will be there. It's always up to the service and the execution. Execution is a challenge. Idea is not the challenge sometimes. See,
Okay.
idea is many times available to many of the founders the same idea, and people have misconception that मेरा idea सबसे unique है. ये लोग गलत सोचते कि see many the time startup founder think that my idea is so unique there is no competitor. Even a Mercedes is having a competition from Bullock cart. Okay.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
competition is always there in some other form. Okay. People, founders sometimes had that illusion that there is no competition. I'm the best. तो भी मेरा fail कैसे हुआ? Because he or she was not able to figure out the competitor itself. There should be some competitive advantage in the business model.
Yeah, but he said that to become a famous, a lot of the money have we have to spend in the digital marketing, like Instagram famous and
See,
yeah,
sir, see, इसके आपको मालूम है बहुत सारे तरीके हैं. Digital marketing, how smart you do, how organic digital marketing you do,
yeah.
and sometimes you just waste the money and you find nothing is happening.
Mm,
Okay, these are some experiences. Okay, और कभी कभी किसी की चल जाती है, किसी का नहीं होता है. लक
yeah.
भी फैक्टर है. आई वुड लाइक टू टेक इनटू अकाउंट. सी चाय वाला, अमृत चाय वाला, देयर आर नाउ 100 चाय वाला, पर
Yeah,
किसी
vada pav girl.
बड़ा
Like,
देयर
What
सेम सो
about
मेनी.
girl? Yes.
सो मेनी वर्किंग, मेनी नॉट वर्किंग. चायोस भी है जो 70 रुपए की चाय भी बेच रहा है. देयर इज सम अदर टी वाला हु इज सेलिंग एट 10 रुपीज ऑल्सो. बट दे हैव देयर ओन मार्केट. और हर एक का अपना सेगमेंट है, कस्टमर कैटेगरी है.
Hmm. Yes. So
but
basically, sir, what
you
is
continue with
needed?
other questions.
Yeah. So what is needed to build a startup? There are so many challenges. There are so many, forecast is made and everything is required. But what is that one kick you can suggest that what is needed to build that startup?
See, we need to figure out the problem rightly. This is the first statement. Problem statement, we miss the problem statement. For any
Yes.
startup deck, the starting slide is the problem statement. And second is the pain of the problem. Okay?
Yes.
See, problem है, चांद पे मुझे जाना है. ये प्रॉब्लम है, पर रास्ता नहीं है. सीढ़ी
Hmm.
नहीं. दिस इज अ प्रॉब्लम.
Yes.
ओके, प्रॉब्लम. अब इसका पेन क्या है, मुझे बताइए. पेन क्या हुआ
पेन
इसमें?
जाना कैसे है?
नहीं, पेन ये है कि नहीं गया तो क्या होगा.
हाँ,
कोई
क्या हो
पेन है,
जाएगा?
कोई लॉस है, कोई नुकसान हो रहा है.
हम्म, हम्म।
इच्छा बहुत है
राइट।
मेरी चांद पे जाने की, पर मेरा नुकसान कुछ हो रहा है क्या? समथिंग आई एम मिसिंग.
हम्म।
अब मैं
यस।
बोलाऊंगा मैं सोल्यूशन बनाता हूँ, चांद पे जाने की सीढ़ी बनाता हूँ. ऐसे जस्ट
राइट।
हाइपोथेटिकल आपको मैं उदाहरण दे रहा हूँ. सी अंडरस्टैंड वेदर देर इज अ प्रॉब्लम एंड देर इज अ पेन. और वो पेन पेनफुल है क्या? वो पेन के लिए कोई पैसे देने के लिए तैयार है क्या? कस्टमर इज रेडी टू बाय, परचेज दैट सोल्यूशन. See,
हम्म।
when there is a problem, there is an impact of the problem, then you can provide a solution.
राइट, राइट।
Many times, and that's the reason we say product market fit. और फिर आता है,
हम्म।
और क्या होता है स्टार्टअप में सबसे बड़ी बात, और एक बात मिसिंग होती, वी नीड टू फॉलो साइंस. थ्री सिंपल स्टेप्स: आइडिएशन स्टेज, वैलिडेशन स्टेज, पायलट एंड एमवीपी.
यस।
आइडिएशन, आपको आइडिया आ गई, गुड. आइडिया सपने में भी आ जाती है, रात को भी आती है बैठे बैठे, गुड आइडिया, वेरी नाइस. दोस्तों से बातें करते हुए आइडिया आ गया, क्लिक हो गया, समथिंग कुछ करना चाहिए. उसका सेकंड
राइट।
स्टेप क्या रहेगा? वैलिडेट. वैलिडेट किससे
हम्म।
करते हैं मैडम, वो मालूम है? दोस्तों से, फैमिली से, जो अच्छा अच्छा बोलते हैं, आपको चढ़ा देते हैं. नीड टू
यस।
डू वैलिडेशन फ्रॉम क्रिटिकल पीपल. ओके. आपका
That is the
दुश्मन.
exact right validation we
राइट,
can get.
you need to take a validation from customer. You need to
Yes.
take validation from someone's really survey, market survey people are missing. आपको ग्राउंड पे जाके फीडबैक लेना पड़ेगा.
Unbiased. Yes.
अनबाइज्ड ओपिनियन, रिसर्च. पीपल मिस समटाइम रिसर्च. ये कौन करेगा, ये करने की जरूरत है क्या, मैंने तो जो सोचा है बना लेता हूँ मैं. नो वे. ग्राउंड पे आप उतर के पूरा आर एन डी करिए, रिसर्च करिए, उसको फैक्ट्स निकालिए. वो फैक्ट्स के हिसाब से आपको पता चलेगा व्हाट इज द रिक्वायरमेंट, वेदर मार्केट इज रेडी टू पे अ प्राइस फॉर इट और नॉट. दिस इज अ सिंपल थिंग. सो
Yeah.
सेकंड
Sometimes a
आइडिया.
little effort or little, yeah.
Yeah, it will say
Yes,
doing a
yes, please.
research, expending amount of 1 lakh rupee on research is more sensible than just explore, just foolishly expending crore of money and later on
Yes.
telling कि कुछ नहीं हुआ.
Right, right.
So
Exactly.
ideation, see, startup journey, I tell as a founder, nothing is success and failure. It's just a journey. आज कोई स्टार्टअप में सक्सेसफुल है तो कल हो सकता है कुछ बिकॉज ऑफ अदर रीजंस ही मे बी अ फेलियर.
Hmm.
And this is my experience because you just need to cross on the barriers. 90% ऑफ स्टार्टअप फेल इन फर्स्ट 3 years. जो फेल होते हैं ना उसमें भी 90% पहले 3 साल में फेल हो जाते
Right.
हैं. तो जो 3 साल अगर आगे चल गया तो मतलब समझना कि वो सेफ जोन में आ गया है. बट इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि वो फेल नहीं हो सकता है.
चल जाएगा. हाँ, right.
So, so for startups, I think to proper path, ideation, validation, validation through proper research, then building a proper pilot, POC. If pilot is successful, if someone is there to bet on this pilot, then you can go for the MVP, minimum viable product. अगर आप ये 4 stages करते हैं ना, तो I think the failure rate will be low, the proper adoption will be there, and there will be a scientific process in the more way of bringing a good culture in startup ecosystem building.
Right. Thank you. So my next question is, what market research did you use to determine the business plan?
See, I did the actual ground research. We traveled, we reach out to many educational bodies, understand their point. We traveled a lot across the state. We called them, some picked phones, some didn't respond it. We need to understand their real pain point, written the flow. Otherwise, you are just carried away with our own notion. Prejudice हो जाते हैं हम लोग. Okay, we need an
Right.
unbiased rational opinion. आपको ग्राउंड
Yes.
पे उतरना पड़ेगा. आपको क्रिटिकल लोगों से बात करना पड़ेगा. You need to understand what are the competitor analysis, where the market is going. So research is very much required, very much required. Okay.
What the customer is facing from
Customer
that
is
area.
facing, customer is really
Yes.
facing the problem. Whether there is a customer, suppose there are two types of product. A product already there in the market. Take an example. Already idli is there in the market. Okay.
Yes.
You are coming with another idli. So what is the difference now? So what is the USP of this idli? ये बहुत soft है, ये बहुत
Healthy है.
हेल्दी है, न्यूट्रिशन है, उसमें ऑयल नहीं है. ये आपको यूएसपी
Hmm.
बताना. एंड नाउ देयर इज अ सेकंड प्रोडक्ट. देयर वाज नो प्रोडक्ट ऑलरेडी इन द मार्केट, एकदम निश है, नया है. तो आपको उसमें प्रोडक्ट अवेयरनेस से स्टार्ट करना पड़ता है. यू नीड
Yes. Yes.
द प्रोडक्ट अवेयरनेस ऑल्सो दैट सच एंड सच प्रोडक्ट इज देयर. ये आपका फलाना फलाना प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व कर सकता है.
How it is helpful. Yes.
Yeah, so there are two areas where we need to explore. Hope I'm making some sense here.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Yeah. Definitely, sir. So the next is why digital marketing is important in MSME and startup to become a success.
the digital marketing is not, we should not say digital marketing first of all. Why marketing is required? Digital marketing is a way for marketing. It
Yes.
is a it's a misconception that always digital marketing. Marketing have many inbound, outbound marketing. There are various ways of marketing. But digital marketing can help to reduce the cash outflow if planned systematically for better reach, faster reach. अब मुझे बताइए B2B कस्टमर है, industry to industry customer, whether that customer will be available on which platform. I am asking you a question, whether the customer will be available on Insta or LinkedIn.
B2B. सभी लिंक्डइन पे तो नहीं मिलेंगे बट या मोस्ट ऑफ देम विल बी अवेलेबल लिंक्डइन. इतनी अवेयरनेस नहीं है बट या
LinkedIn will be
लिंक्डइन
preferred.
इज द राइट.
Yes, preferably LinkedIn. Whether it serves a
Yes.
purpose to advertise on Insta, to much extent
Maybe
not.
not
Maybe
too
may not
much
be.
but yes, maybe
So
and may
as a,
not be, but LinkedIn is a perfect.
so this is, it all depends on the strategy and the product you are coming with. If it is a B2C for student product, I can say Insta is a better platform.
Yes, yes,
If
yes.
it is not a learner platform, it is a professional, I can say LinkedIn is a better platform. If the customer is always on the bureaucracy side, I can say even Twitter is good.
Yeah,
If the
right.
middle age people are there, up to 40-50s वाले ही Facebook पे रहते हैं. For them, it is Facebook. I can reach out to Facebook. It's like a D2C product. So we need to figure out the proper channel. So what I'm trying to say is digital marketing even requires a proper way and science how to be deployed in your business. It's not a thumb rule कि एक just button दबाया और वैसा हो गया. No, it's it's experimenting, its response, क्लिक रेट कैसा है, उसका ओपनिंग रेट कैसा है, मेल कैंपेन है क्या, कोल्ड कैंपेन करना है, इन हाउस मीटिंग करना है, एग्जीबिशंस में पार्टिसिपेट. देयर आर वेरियस वेज ऑफ मार्केटिंग. Okay. But if you want to launch a product very fast in just 2 months, you need to take the help of digital marketing instantly. Ab influencer marketing is also there. One sort of influence. Someone who is very
Yes.
famous, a brand who is influencing and who is telling something. आपका बड़ा reach हो गया if the product is into that category. So there are various ways and we need to figure out as per our customer and the business category.
Sir, I believe that product formation is the foremost important thing, but marketing is equally important to reach out to the customer. But what do you suggest that how much impact does marketing has on people and customer and investors as well?
See, there are two, three types of marketing. Marketing for the customer is important. Investor marketing should not be recommended. Okay. You need to sell the product to the customer. If the customer is ready to pay for it, automatically investor marketing is done. Okay.
Yes.
If customer is happy, customer is ready to pay, investor will come. No need to do
Right.
marketing for investors separately.
Okay.
Okay.
Whether SIDBI funds startups?
Yeah. We have dedicated seed fund allocated through SIDBI. SIDBI is one of the agencies which has been government has identified and they distribute funds. See, they have seed fund available across with all the banks and incubation houses. Government has appointed various agencies and authorities to distribute their seed fund money through startups.
Government has some schemes for these companies.
See, all the startups can get apply for seed fund through incubation houses. All incubations can
Okay.
they give a grant of 25 lakhs, 50 lakhs as per their scale, business, technology fund. They have various schemes available.
Sir, can you share a practical platform to collaborate MSMEs with startups?
Practical. See, I think MSME and startup for best way to collaborate is to attend events. Okay. I
Yeah,
think this
networking.
platform, networking events like recently the way Chartered Accountant Institute took a startup spear in Bangalore. It is a good platform where you can leverage where chartered accountants were there, the startup founders were there, where MSME you can connect with your own MSME. See, attending networking events, conferences, or sector specific. If there is a business house, if they are into textile or manufacturing of yarn, cotton, or fabric, they need to attend the events of which are taken by government or various authorities in textile. Attending those events will give you a platform to connect with the other stakeholders who are the ecosystem partner, the technology partner, the startup founders, and even the investors. So industry specific, sector specific events are happening of late very much. Okay. Defense is taking
Yes.
their own sector. ड्रोन का इवेंट होता है तो ड्रोन के सभी लोग रहेंगे. And your venture, the sectors where you are interested, you should attend those. Best is Startup India website. Startupindia.gov.in India is great website built by government where all the seminars, events, conferences are available. We should reach out to the incubation houses working across India and there are various events are happening. Like I'm a Thai charter member, so you should also attend Thai events. So these are various houses or the platforms available in the market already where we can explore and reach out to them.
Yeah. So in short, collaboration and networking is very much important. So how can we make collaboration successful?
See, you need to sell out yourself first of all. If a startup is there, he needs to reach out to the MSME. MSME needs to reach out to the startup. That reaching out initiative needs to be taken. And that's the reason I say CA can play a very good role here. CA are well networked across India through their network, sorry, through their professional network. They can coordinate with other professional friends in other cities, and they can bridge the gap. Okay. And I think that's the
Right.
net opportunity we already are having. See, if the MSCP and startup they want to connect, why don't we play that role of bridging the gap, of connecting them, both the parties?
Yes,
So
yes.
in fact, it's not only MSME and startup, it's chartered accountant, which we should attend seminars and conferences of sectors where I recently attended an event of construction sector because one of my client is working in construction area. Okay, so we need to take interest in those areas so that we can also upgrade ourselves with the latest things happening in those domain, and where we can guide to our clients कि आपने ये क्यों नहीं किया, आपके इसमें ये हो सकता है, and there is some possibilities of
Yeah,
collaboration.
just for the benefit of clients, for enhancing our own knowledge, right?
Indirectly, it's your own benefit you are doing, but through the client's objective.
Yes. Sir, can we get the list of startups or MSME units in our area from any government website?
Yeah, there is a Startup India, there is a detailed website, all the see, you need to hunt more, go on the website specific. There are sector specific startups also. You can do
Okay.
R&D on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a good platform where you can easily find out
Yes.
sector industry specific startup founders also.
Right. Yeah. So I'm done with my questions. It was anything, sir, if you want to like to say.
No, I'll request all my CA friends, colleague, professional brothers, sisters that mm, we need to think out of box. We need to be a value addition provider now. Okay, value added tax तो हमने देख ही लिया है. Now we need to value additional service provider as a chartered accountant where we can bring more value to the clients. If we are able to bring more value to our clients or potential clients through our knowledge, where we can figure out some opportunity for them for our startups and the MSME, and indirectly हमारे प्रोफेशन को कुछ नहीं होने वाला है. We are here. Okay, it's a great profession. I think there will be always shortage of chartered accountants in India, eh, because that's a great opportunity. We know right now 1,60,000 founders startup, 1,30,000 startups है. इतने तो प्रैक्टिस में चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट भी नहीं है. Just you
Yeah.
understand, even one startup, one CA, forget about industry. So that is an opportunity we are having as of now.
Yes. So, as we come to the close of this informative session, it's my honor to deliver the vote of thanks. First and foremost, I'd like to extend our deepest gratitude to our esteemed speaker, Mayur sir. It's really
Thank
honor to have such informative session. You have shared your valuable insights and expertise with us. Your knowledge and perspectives have truly enriched our understanding on the MSMEs and startups. I also want to thank all our participants for attending and engaging in this thoughtful discussion. A big thanks to the organizers and the technical team behind the scenes for ensuring everything run smoothly. Without your hard work, none would have been possible. Lastly, we hope today's session provide you with useful takeaways, and we look forward to seeing you in the future events. Thank you so much, everyone.
thank thank you. Thank you.
Have a
Thank you.
wonderful day.
Thank you. Good
I
day.
really thank you, Mayur sir
Thank
and
you very
Parul
much
ma'am.
for this opportunity.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, it's really, sir, very knowledgeable and helpful session which you give to us and our members.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. क्या अशोक हाँ सेशन ओवर कर दो प्लीज थैंक यू अशोक